Hey guys, so today I am going to go get my picture taken for my license because my wallet was like stolen, or I'm not really sure what happened to it. So that's why I have like makeup done and stuff, because like I don't want to look old as fuck in my picture. I'm also going to go to Goodwill and pick up some new stock and stuff like that. And I also am going to cash a check because God works in mysterious ways, I swear. I was like so worried that I was going to be broke, and then I just got like this random check in the mail for $200 and some, and it was like from this old health plan thing that I had like with my job. So yeah, so that's exciting. It's really nice outside today, so I'm going to enjoy this drive because I have to drive about an hour away to go to the Goodwill that I go to. So yeah, and I don't have my little like gorilla stand, so the camera's going to be a little shaky. But I decided that I'm just going to take you guys with me, basically just, you know, show you how I look through stuff and how I thrift and find things. Before I was like all nervous about taking the camera, and now I'm just like, fuck it, like if people don't look at me weird, then whatever. So yeah, that's going to be our video today. Okay, so I decided that I am going to pull over on the side of the road because I'm back like near home, and going to take my own picture of my outfit of the day. And I have like a tripod stand that I'm gonna use, like just in case anyone was wondering, like when you see all those people on Instagram or anywhere else and they have these like cool pictures of themselves and you're wondering like who took them, majority of them have camera stands.
Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain.
Alright guys, this is what sucks about Goodwill bins when you find a pair of Levi's that are your size or stained up. Alright, so this is basically my cart right now. And it's like piled extremely high. One of the things that I did get, which I'm going to buy regardless of like the little stains on it, is this old sweatshirt that said, "What would Jesus do?" It's basically just like a joke because me and my mom always find weird stuff. So I can't really hold the camera at the same time while doing this, so I'm going to go through some of it and then come back when I have more space. So remember the other pair of Levi's that I found? Those ones had stains on them, like on the back. These ones don't, and they're clean. And they have like a little bit of markings, but in those areas what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put rips in them to cover them up. Alright, so I picked up this vintage sweater, and it says Prima Donna is the brand, and that's why I'm going to get it. But it's basically just like loose fitting. So I was going to get this for myself, and it is Essentials Full Tilt, and it's like the blush pink color, but it has like these, it has the piling, whatever, all over the back. Like the front looked good, but the back didn't. So when you're thrifting, make sure that you inspect every item for flaws. Alright guys, so I spent $50 and I got this much stuff, like a cart. I couldn't really like go through everything, but this is what the store looks like that I thrifted at. Alright guys, so I'm back. It's the next day because after I went thrifting, I stopped at Chipotle and the line was forever, and by the time I got home it was too dark, and like my lighting in here kind of sucks. Like I have a fake light above here just to like go on me so that I'm bright in my videos and stuff. So without like the natural sunlight mixed with this, it would be a horrible video. I'm trying out this whole like dark lip thing, so like let me know if like, I don't know if you guys like it. I don't know if I like it yet. Like I'm trying the whole like dark color lipstick for fall. I just jump into this. I'm probably not going to be able to show everything that I got because I got so much stuff. I'm gonna basically just show a few items and then tell you where I would sell it and for how much, just so I can help anyone else who's looking to like resell their thrifted items. So I got these Levi jeans, and these are vintage, and they're the 505s, which I like. They're kind of like, I like 501s, but 505s I think do it for me too. These ones are way too small for me. Like these on the tag are a size 29, but they're not a 29. Like they're always gonna run smaller. So these are right here, and I know I showed them I think when I was at Goodwill, and they have like a little bit of markings here, but I'm just gonna put some rips in them. These I would sell on Vinted. The reason is because a lot of girls on there like the mom jeans, and they tend to sell. However, they're not going to sell for that much. Like I've noticed that I'm slowly starting to take away my vintage items off of Vinted because girls over there are so fucking cheap. Like, excuse my language, they're fucking cheap. Like they don't want to pay the price of what things are worth. Like I'm sorry, Vinted. I've been a loyal seller on there for a while. Like I actually had an account before my Elastic Heart username, which I hate that username, whatever, but it's stuck now. But before that, I actually had another account, and my name was like A Schwartz, and so I've been selling on Vinted for a total of like 4 years. So I'm definitely loyal to them. However, I'm probably, like I said, slowly taking away my vintage items from there because they're not selling for the amount that they're actually worth, regardless of how much I paid for things. Like I know I get comments a lot of people saying like, oh, you're selling things for more than what you're buying them. Like, no shit, that's business. Like if you go anywhere and you're buying something from somebody, guess what? They paid less for what you're paying for it. That's called profits. So these are these, and yeah, like I said, I'll put these on Vinted and I'll mark them as $35. There's a $5 selling fee, so I would make $30, giving room for somebody to make me a less offer. I always price my items more than what I want for them because people think they're getting an amazing deal when they're making me an offer of $15, and I accept it, and then I would make about $11. Yeah, so that's for those. And another cool item that I picked up is this vintage Nashville sweatshirt. The only flaw it has is just like a little bit of like paint markings on the back. I'm gonna wash it and see if I can get it out, because if I can get it out, I can put this up for, again, like $35, and if I can't get it out, then I'll probably put it up for like $15 or $10. Like, it doesn't matter. Another thing I picked up is this vintage denim jacket. This I would put up on Vinted because, again, like anything that's really trendy right now, a lot of younger girls on Vinted are looking for trendy items. I will also put this on Poshmark because I've been selling a lot of denim jackets on Poshmark recently, and my Etsy account, like, rest in peace. Like, I made a sale on there that I didn't even know about because I don't use it. I think it's way too expensive because you have to pay for shipping and then you get reimbursed, and it adds into your monthly fees. My monthly fees came out to $80 and I didn't even make $80, so I ended up losing money. So I didn't ship somebody's item because I didn't know, because I just don't really go on there. I told them I was going to ship it, and I was, and then they said forget it, just give me a refund. So I gave them a refund, and I'm just like done with Etsy. It's kind of a waste of money for me. With vintage stuff, I feel like if you're going to sell vintage, like on a big market like that, there's way too much competition. Like anything that you post on Etsy, there's a million other people that are posting the same thing. Vinted and Poshmark, I feel like they don't really have a big market for vintage right now, so it's a really great place to start putting those vintage items, because most girls on there are looking for brand name clothes, and when they see the vintage stuff, they're like, oh hey, that's cool. So this jacket here, it's like, it has this little back thing, and then the front looks like this, and it's like a collared one, so it's a little boho style jacket, which I thought was really interesting, and it's different. So I have a photo shoot this Monday, so I'm definitely gonna be putting looks onto all this stuff that I got to basically just give it a style so I can sell it. So that's that thing. So I've been getting requests a lot for like boho type of stuff, so I've been picking up these ugly sweaters with like this boho print on it, and this one's like huge and oversized, and like I wish I could keep it, but I can't. And it's a size large, but it can fit like a small medium as like oversized with probably like some thigh-high boots if you don't want to wear pants, because it's definitely long enough. Another cool sweater that I picked up is a Nautica one, and this is probably from like the 90s, and it looks like this. This one, I forgot to say how much. So the sweaters and the jacket I'll probably put for like $45, because that's how much they usually do go for on Etsy and eBay. Well, eBay people are going to put the price of what they want for it if you just want to buy now with like the bidding and stuff. But anywho, I'm not going to talk about eBay. We'll get into that in another video. So with the sweaters, again, like they go for that much on Etsy. I'm going to list them for that much on Poshmark and on Vinted, because chunky sweaters right now are super trendy items, and those are going to sell either on Vinted or Poshmark, because a lot of girls are going on there to look for those items. So I'm going to price them at about $45 to $40. That way it leaves room for people to give me a nice offer, so I'm not losing money. Another one of those vintage one-of-a-kind items that I picked up, and this I'm definitely going to be putting on my website just because of how cool and different it is, that I know I'm not going to get what I want for it if I post it on Poshmark or Vinted, especially Vinted. People are going to be, they would $20, like, no girl, no thanks, because even though, again, even it doesn't matter how much you paid for something. If you look at Nasty Gal, I don't know if you guys read the book Girl Boss, but she talks about going to Goodwill to find the items that she posted on eBay that would go for $1,500, and there is no way in hell that she spent more than $10 on those items, like at most 12, 15 tops for a jacket. So think about what you're saying before you say it when it comes to buying something off somebody that they thrifted. Like, it's not about how much you paid for it, it's how you can style it, how you can photograph it, and what it is that you're finding. It's not every day somebody could just be like, oh, that's a really cool vintage real leather suede jacket. Let me go to my Goodwill and go get that. Like, you're not going to be able to. It's one of those vintage items, like, it's one of a kind. You're not going to be able to find it. And this one's really cool. It's got tassel fringe on it, and it is real leather suede. It looks orange on camera, but it's actually like a red color. And it has maybe like a few specks, but no major damage, and that's the back. And it's supposed to be like a longer style jacket. It's a size extra small, so it's gonna be way too small for me, but, and it also has front pockets on both sides. So this I am going to put on my website for about $50, maybe less, depending on, I don't know, I have to like photograph it, inspect it, and all that type of stuff. Like, I inspected some of the items, but I didn't inspect them to make sure that they have like absolutely no flaws on them. So that's that. I got another pair of vintage mom jeans. These are Ralph Lauren, and I will post these on Vinted and probably Poshmark too, just to see like if I can get more for them on Poshmark, because people tend to pay more. But mom jeans sell quickly on Vinted. And I'll post these about $45 because they are Ralph Lauren and they are vintage, and they're really cool and they have no flaws. Again, with the boho sweaters, I've been getting a lot of requests, so here is another one. And this one is just like really cool. So I will probably post this for about $35 on Vinted. And another pair of mom jeans. These are Wrangler and they're light wash. And they're really cool. So again, I'll post these for about $30. See what I get for them. And last but not least, I absolutely love this sweater. Like, I think it is freaking adorable. It's gray and it's chunky and just like everything about this is love and fall and warm and comfy, and I love it. So this one, again, Vinted and Poshmark, because it is a chunky sweater and that's what a lot of people are looking for. This was actually from some boutique. It's not a Goodwill tag, and they were selling it for $4.75, but I'm gonna up that and I'm gonna try and get like 25 bucks for it. So that was basically like everything in this haul. A lot of vintage stuff. It wasn't really a lot of name brand things. So I'm going to basically on Monday do a photo shoot. I have a girl that I'm friends with, Brandy, if you're watching this, hi. And she's gonna come over and be my model for me. And basically that concludes this whole video for you guys. I just wanted to show you, like, you know, like going thrifting, buying the stuff, and then pricing and where I'm gonna post it. In my next video, I'm going to probably basically show you how I photograph everything. You know, there's no secret things. I'm pretty open about everything with you guys, just because, like, if anyone wants to copy and do what I'm doing, like, go for it. Like, seriously, if it can be done, it can be done. I'm not one to be like, oh, everything's secret. I'm not telling you where I get anything. I mean, some people, anyone that sells vintage clothes, there's no secret dealer. It's Goodwill, and it's estate sales and things like that. Harley, you're driving me crazy. No, this dog's crazy. So basically that's my video. If you want to see more about, you know, selling and thrifting and whatnot, then make sure you subscribe to my channel and get notified when I upload more videos. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, which I'll leave a link below. And yeah, shop my Vinted and Poshmark. If you don't want to go thrifting and you want to buy stuff instead, then you can buy it off me. Again, thanks for watching, and I look forward to making my next video for you guys. Bye.